Hey everybody, what's up? This is Jared with One Up Creative, and today we're going to be looking at the LD4000 from Lightdow. This is supposed to be a competitor to the GoPros, specifically the GoPros that are shooting in 1080p, not GoPros that are shooting in 4K like the GoPro Hero 4 and the new release GoPro Hero 5. This one's supposed to be a competitor with the Hero 3 and lower. Now, the LD4000 is essentially a copy of the SJCam SJ4000, so a lot of the things that apply here will also apply to the SJ4000. So moving on to the top of the camera, we're faced with just the OK button and an LED indicator light that just give us a little quick glance at what's going on, as well as the OK buttons used to activate menu options as well as starting recording in video. Next, we're moving on to the front of the camera. Pretty simple setup. All we got is a lens, a mode button that will dual function as both the power as well as the mode that the camera's in, basically pictures or videos or the menu mode, etc. And a little HD 1080p logo is probably supposed to make it look more like an actual GoPro, because a little GoPro logo will be right there. So that's it on the front. There's not much there. Moving around to the side of the camera, again, pretty simple. We've got a micro HDMI port. We have a USB port that will be used for data transfers to the computer, as well as using it as a webcam if you're interested in doing that. The camera quality is great for that. And a little micro SD card slot that we put our micro SDs in. Nothing much on the bottom, just a battery port. And on the side of the camera, we're faced with our two buttons. These are up and down buttons that allow us to go through our menu options and zoom. And then we move around to the back of the camera and we press the power button on the front, and we are faced with a little welcome screen, and almost in a couple of seconds we are up and running and ready to record. So all we got to do is press the OK button on the camera and we are recording. It's that simple. Now, whenever we want to stop recording, we can just reach in and we can press the OK button again, give it a nice little solid press, and we are stopped recording. It's that simple, just as simple as a GoPro is in almost every way, except that you have the benefit of the screen coming built in, which isn't a thing on the GoPro Hero 3 series. Now, if we press the power button again, for short presses, we can cycle through a different mode. So we are in video, picture, and now we're in our menu mode. The menu mode allows us to change plenty of options. So right here, we got the 1080p option, 720p, 840 by 480, and 640 by 480. These are all the different resolutions that you're able to shoot in with this camera. So what you just witnessed right there was actually one of the biggest gripes about this camera, is that getting in and out of the menus is extremely difficult because there's not really a back button. So you kind of have to run through the menus every time you want to go back, which is kind of annoying, but it is something to live with when you're only paying around $50 for this camera to begin with. So you can see we've got different options here: motion detect, HDR, you can turn the audio on and off, as well as the size of the images you're taking, the quality, sharpness, white balance, ISO. You basically have complete control over the image if you want to. So that's a rudimentary look at our menu system. Next, we're going to be looking at the image quality. These images were from the Lightdow LD4000, but they were with a little gimbal called the Feiyutech G4 QD. Now, this gimbal is compatible with pretty much all action cameras around this size, because all it does is stretch it inside. I have a little video about that. If you wanted to check it out, you can click right on the screen right now or the link in the description. But basically, this is the image quality you can expect of this camera. I think it is fantastic for the price. I mean, you cannot beat it. Maybe it could do a little bit better in low light. It's not the best in its low light performance, but I think the image quality for what you're paying is absolutely fantastic and more than good enough. One thing to note is that I do think the image is a little bit wide, but that could probably be fixed if you were to just go and zoom in with the up and down arrow keys like I showed in the video earlier. So that is pretty much it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was in some way informative to you. If it wasn't, please leave constructive criticism down below so that I can see what things I can do to improve in future videos. I appreciate you watching this video. If you watched it all the way through, please give a like and a subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.